Easy A is about a high school girl named Olive who is heavily influenced by her English class reading The Scarlet Letter. After a false rumor that Olive lost her virginity spreads around the school, Olive decides to use the lie in her favor and lets boys say they had sex with her in return for financial compensation, even though Olive isn't actually having sex with them. Olive faces crippling social rejection and is shamed for being a slut.
Ruined is a play set in a small, war-torn mining town in the Democratic Republic of Congo, where Mama Nadi owns a brothel that is frequented by many of the miners and soldiers in town. The play shows the violence experienced by women during the war and its social consequences. Sophie, one of the girls in Mama's brothel, is considered ruined because of the horrific, violent rape she's experienced, and she is thus treated as a social outcast. The play seeks to reestablish agency and autonomy for the women who experience acts of violent sexual harassment.
In Easy A, Olive is outcasted by her close friends for allegedly having sex with multiple boys in her high school for financial compensation.
In Ruined, all women are victims of sexual assault and are deemed ruined, a cultural term that labels them as worthless as a result of their rape.
Both Easy A and Ruined arrive to the conclusion that women are forced to accept the male-created ideology that a woman's worth is dependent on her sexuality.
Even though both works are set in different geographical, social, and cultural climates, they both reflect the ongoing patriarchal double standard that impacts women today.
In both Easy A and Ruin, the works conclude with the prominent female character getting with the guy. The endings reiterate the idea that women need men to save them, and that a romantic, heterosexual conclusion makes problems disappear. In Easy A, it's not unusual for that particular film genre. However, an additional message is sent which expresses that Olive should be forgiven because she didn't actually have sex with any of the guys in her grade, automatically erasing her promiscuous title and reverting her back to the pure virgin, and she is once again valuable to society. In Ruin, Mama Nadi and Christian's dancing scene concludes the play, indicating that their romantic love is a solution to the problems the play had addressed.
In Easy A, Olive experiences the consequences of the double standard, which allows men to have more sexual freedom than women. The men who sought her out to claim they had sex with her were students trying to gain leverage and popularity.
Is that Olive with Brandon?
No, grunt and make it convincing.
Oh.
You ready for the grand finale?
Yeah, what? Oh! Yeah! Thank you.
A significant difference between Easy A and Ruined is the contrasting cultural and social climate. Easy A is set in a modern American high school, and the problems Olive go through are legitimate. However, the issues the Congolese women face are much more traumatic and revolve around life or death issues.
One of the soldiers held me down with his foot. His boot pressing my chest. As others took me. My baby was crying. Beatrice never cried, but she was crying, screaming. One of the soldiers stomped on her head. She was quiet.
In both works, a standpoint theory question is raised of whether or not the writer and director have the ability to accurately tell the stories and experiences of the women in their respective works.
In the article Telling the Story Her Own Way, Glenn McClish and Jacqueline Bacon claim that research is impacted by one standpoint as it determines both the questions asked and the range of potential answers generated.
The writer and director of Easy A, Will Gluck, and Bert V. Royal are both white males who can never truly experience what it feels like to be slut-shamed as a high school girl.
Would a female director have been able to portray these experiences more accurately? According to Barbara Koenig, women's cinema has offered new perspectives on traditional material and opened up the world of women's experience, exploring it with an intention and insight hitherto rare in movies.
On the other hand, Naj cannot truly understand what it's like to be a Congolese rape survivor and feel the immense societal pressure that ensues.
When compared, Easy A and Ruin provide two situations in which women are forced to accept unfair social rejection and abandonment due to their culture's patriarchal standards which they have failed to meet. In Easy A, Olive is outcasted and shamed for being too sexual, even if it's her own choice. In Ruined, all the women have been victims of sexual assault and therefore are no longer accepted back into their homes for something that is so obviously unwarranted. By comparing these two works, it helps reiterate that society's idealized women is hypocritical and an unfair standard for women.